This is a podcast of 98FM's Dublin Talks. Remember, catch the show live Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy.
98FM.
For those of you who, like myself, are suffering with hay fever, you have my commiserations. Every cloud has a silver lining, Adrian, and every bit of sunshine has a cloud, as they say. And while this...
As who says? I've never heard that expression.
I just made up that expression.
Every bit of sunshine has a cloud.
Yeah, I've just made that expression up. There you go. Because the weather has been great. Today was amazing as well. Beautiful, beautiful weather. And for those of you who are enjoying the sunshine, there are the rest of us who are bogged down with hay fever, like myself. It's a horrible affliction to have. It's a vile, vile disease. And believe it or not...
It's not a disease.
It is a disease.
It's an allergy.
It's a disease. It is a disease.
Sorry, that's an insult to people who actually have diseases.
Well, I find
it's an allergy. You sneeze. Get over it.
That's all. That's all you do.
Itchy eyes.
Sneeze and itchy eyes.
It's not a disease. It's a condition. Let's call it a condition.
No, it's a disease. I just find it bizarre that they have cures for almost anything in this world nowadays. Yeah, almost any disease they can cure. Yeah,
yeah.
But they've never found a cure for hay fever. Do you not find that bizarre?
Do you not get an injection every year?
I do, but that's not working out at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in a bad way, Aidan. I'm in a bad way.
So could you not, if you had a lawn, could you not cut your grass?
Well, that's an interesting thing. One of the benefits of having hay fever is when I lived at home and my mother used to say, "Jeremy, the grass needs to be cut." I can't, ma'am. I have hay fever.
Oh, so you couldn't do your lawn?
No, I can't.
Oh, right. Just as well you live in a cardboard box then.
Just as well I live in a cardboard. Anyway, it is. If you have the disease like I do, I'm sorry.
It's not a disease. Will you stop calling it that? Honestly. It's a condition.
So people call alcoholism a disease. Anything can be a disease.
I disagree.
So you don't consider it a disease?
No. Now, let us spare a thought for everybody who today began the Leaving Cert exams.
Yes, 120,000 students started their junior cycle and Leaving Cert exams today. Of course, it's changed over the years. It used to be the Inter-Cert back in the day, and then it became the Junior Cert. And I didn't know this, Adrian. I only know this from talking to a neighbour of mine who's doing his Junior Cert today. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the Junior Cert is now based on continual assessment as well.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Which is a great idea.
It is a great idea, yeah.
It takes a lot of the pressure off you, of course. When we were in school, and when many of you listening were in school, you didn't have continuous assessment, and it all boiled down to that one day. And today, of course, was English paper. Well, in the Junior Cert, there's only one English paper now.
Oh, is there?
It used to be two. Yeah, there's only one now.
Okay.
So 120,000 students sat their exams this morning. If you did sit your exam, you're probably not listening to the show now.
I would like to think not. I'd like to think they're
busy. They're busy.
They're otherwise occupied, yes.
Yeah, but their parents are probably listening.
Yeah.
And it got us reminiscing before the show started about how well we did in our Leaving Cert. And I was an underachiever. I know you'll all find that hard to believe because
I don't.
Because I'm so successful now in life.
No, if you were successful, you'd be sitting on this side of the desk. Do you know what I mean?
I actually did a better Leaving Cert than you. Where's the justice?
Where's the justice?
I don't know. You obviously slept with the boss to get into that seat, did you?
I can't discuss that for legal reasons, but
anyway,
yes.
Both myself and Adrian were underachievers. I did appallingly bad, not appallingly bad in the Leaving Cert. So, with the day that's in it, we want to hear from you. And we want to find the 98FM Dublin Talks best Leaving Cert achiever. Okay? How well did you do in the Leaving Cert? Now, we don't want points. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I can't remember how many points I got in the Leaving Cert.
Yeah.
But I know it wasn't enough to get me into DCU.
Okay.
So I ended up having to go to a private college.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy's business school?
Wasn't Daddy's business school. No. Dunblane School.
Oh, yeah. Go on anyway.
So we want to hear from you and find out how you did in the Leaving Cert back in the day when you did it, okay? And we only want to hear from people that got either an A or a B in one subject.
Did you get an A or a B in any subject?
No.
No, nor did I.
No A's, no B's.
Yes, how thick are we?
Yeah, no A's, no B's.
Actually, our boss is listening. He probably doesn't realise how thick we actually are. He took us on here thinking we were like high achievers.
Yeah. Oh no, we're high achievers in radio ratings.
Really?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Not at all.
Oh no, we're slaying the ratings at the moment. But no, both of us are as thick as cow shite, to be honest with you. So if you got an A or a B in any subject. Do you think we'll have one listener who got an A or a B in the Leaving Cert?
Jeez, I hope so.
So do I.
I really do.
Okay, text or WhatsApp us now and we'll give you a buzz
your
back.
highest score a C?
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Sorry,
too.
no, I got a B. I apologise.
I did as well in home economics.
Foundation level, though.
I still got a B in it, yeah.
No, I got a B in Honours English. I done really well in Honours English and got a B, which was very impressive. But other than that, it was all a lot of D's and a lot of C's. So think back to when you did Leaving Cert. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was 10 years ago. And we want to hear from people who got either an A or a B. So let us know what subject you got it in, either an A or a B.
Okay, text or WhatsApp 0877 98 98 98. Now, let me go back to hay fever for a moment, yes?
Yes.
Excuse me, says this message.
Oh, is this someone who's angry?
Excuse me.
That sounds angry. Will they come on the show?
No.
But they're angry.
No.
What? But
Not coming on.
But it's angry. Excuse me.
Excuse me, says this message.
Okay.
I have hay fever and I still cut my lawn. Jeremy, you're just lazy, just like the rest of my household members.
Okay, can I put it to that person who's really, really angry at the moment?
Excuse me.
Yeah, and I'm sorry you're so angry. I put it to you that you don't have hay fever. If you can cut your grass, you do not have hay fever. You will never meet, Adrian, a gardener that has hay fever. It's a job a gardener wouldn't take.
No.
Yeah. Why would
you reckon there's no such thing as a gardener with hay fever?
No, that's ridiculous. That's like being a fireman and being allergic to smoke. You wouldn't do the job. Why would you do the job? Ridiculous.
You're telling me that there is no gardener who has hay fever?
There's no gardener who has hay fever. Who are the lads that look after the golf courses? What are they called again?
Groundskeepers.
There's no groundskeepers, yeah. There's nobody working in the Botanic Gardens in Glasnevin that has
hay fever.
No, you'd be mad. Be crazy. Like being a fireman, as I said, and being allergic to smoke or what. Or it'd be like being a lifeguard, Adrian. And do you want a job as a lifeguard? Yeah, I do, but I'm allergic to water. I can't go near water. Ridiculous, Kerry. Okay, Leaving Cert. What did you get in your Leaving Cert? If you got an A or a B, what subject did you get it in? Adrian believes that there's not one listener listening to the show now that got an A or a B in any subject in the Leaving Cert. B in Honours English.
You got?
Yeah. I done really well in English. I did.
Right. Tony.
Hi.
Hi, Tony.
How are you?
You're actually going to prove me wrong that there is a listener listening to our show who got an A in something. What did you get an A in?
Art.
Art.
Now, from what I believe, Tony, in order to get an A in art and Leaving Cert, you just had to draw a picture of a vase with a flower in it. Is that true?
Maybe.
Oh, right. So you're bang on the money there.
Yes.
And as a matter of interest, if you got an A in art, did you go on to do something that involves art?
Well, the rest of the results were C's and D's.
Oh,
that was the only A I got.
Right.
And I hadn't got a clue what I wanted to do. I still sometimes don't have a clue what I want to do. But it turns out I am quite creative.
Okay, so you got an A in art, which is good, by the way, if you want to draw the dole, Adrian. There you go. And what are you working at, Tony?
At the moment, I'm a mammy.
No, what are you working at, though?
Being a mammy is hard work.
What?
It is hard work.
Very hard work.
Yeah.
Jesus, when my wife had the baby, she sat at home watching Judge Judy every day.
Yeah, that's hard work. Have you ever watched that show for more than 10 minutes?
It's very hard.
It is.
When did you have the baby, Tony?
Well, she's 4 now. She was 4 the weekend, and the other one is 16. So I've just dropped both of them off, one to school and one to work.
Oh my God, that's a huge gap in between them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the 16-year-old, is the 16-year-old doing exams?
She will be doing Leaving Cert next year, and she's going to study to be a midwife.
Oh, very good. Yeah, what a great career. That's a great job.
And she knows that from she's about 13, so I'm delighted.
Ah, very good. At least she knows.
And I was working up till about 2 months ago, so I'm all right.
And now you're drawing the dough.
Drawing the dough, yeah. And Tony, the fact that you got to get an A in any subject, I know art is a Mickey Mouse subject anyway.
It's not really.
You brat you.
Well, here, okay.
Lads,
hang on.
come on.
I've seen the way you draw, yeah?
I saw the way you draw.
I have seen the way you draw.
Okay, yes.
And if you were to do the art exam, you'd get an F.
No, but would you agree, Tony, that out of all the subjects to do in the Leaving Cert, art is a bit...
No, home economics is.
No, well, I have to say, I always maintain the reason why I got the A was everybody else is doing oil colours and all this stuff and pottery and stuff, and I did a watercolour. And apparently, I was the only person who did the watercolour that year. So, there you go.
Now, I don't even know what watercolour
Probably
is.
got extra points.
I mean, I do.
Watercolours.
Is that like painting by numbers where you have the little number in the box?
You can't even colour between the
no.
lines.
No.
Well done, Tony, our very first listener who got an A.
What year was the Leaving Cert you did, by the way?
95.
You got a bad cough there.
95.
1995.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a spring chicken.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say more like an old goose now at this stage.
You're a brat.
Good luck. See you, Tony.
Bye.
Now, here's somebody
They're all flown in now,
Yeah,
Adrian.
they
Look
are.
at all these
I'm shocked by the
A's and B's coming out of our nostrils now. Look at this.
Here's a message, and it says, I have dyslexia, and I got a B1 in higher level English 4 years ago.
Wow.
And an A2 in engineering. That's a great achievement. Well done.
Here, there's porkies there.
Why?
Engineering isn't even a Leaving Cert subject. It's actually not.
Is it not?
No. Engineering.
Well, I think it is, yeah.
In the Leaving Cert. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
it is, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Well, metalwork then.
But that's not engineering.
Metalwork or woodwork.
So-
Roisin, if you're listening, will you answer your phone, please? I'm being asked to tell you. From obstreperous Katie.
Who didn't get any A's or B's in the Leaving Cert?
Sorry?
Who didn't get any A's or B's?
I think she did better than us, actually. Thomas, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Thomas?
How's it going?
Good, Thomas. Now, I was saying a while ago that not one listener listening to us got an A in anything, but I'm being proven wrong here. What did you get?
An A1 in construction studies.
An A1?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know that was a subject, construction studies.
Yeah.
Is that like building Lego blocks?
Fuck off. Sorry.
You deserve that.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
the woodwork, but it's the technical part of building and foundations.
And is that what
Building your
you?
wood.
Is that what you've gone on to do?
No, I went on to be a motor trade painter.
Oh, right. So your A1 in construction studies, was it of any use to you?
No, nothing at all.
Nothing whatsoever.
Now,
Oh.
correct me if I'm wrong. I think when I did it, I think it was called mechanical drawing. Is it the same subject now?
No, that's two different subjects.
Oh, two different subjects, because I got a D in that as well. So you paint cars now, is that what you do?
Yeah, yeah.
So if I get a scratch on my car, you're able to match the colour?
Yeah, match the paint, yeah. No
Well,
problem.
Thomas, I only found something out there the other day. If you were listening to the show last week, I got my car scratched in a car park. I didn't know, Adrian, to find out what colour paint is on your car, it says it underneath the bonnet of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Didn't know that.
That's because you're not doing what Thomas does. You don't paint cars for a living. Why are you meant to know?
Yeah.
I did know that, but
I didn't know
you're
that.
just a tick.
Yeah, for those of you who want to know what colour your car is, the exact
It just
colour,
gives you a number.
you just lift open the bonnet of your car and it says it underneath the bonnet.
Yeah.
This is the colour of your car.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You're a tick. Well done, Thomas. So his A1 was of absolutely no use to him in life. I got a B1 in Honours English. I was hoping for an A, but unfortunately my year gave out English Paper 2 the day English Paper 1 was due. So by the end of the exam, every student in Ireland knew what was coming up in English Paper 2. I actually remember that mix-up. So they had to redo English Paper 2, and everyone had to go in and sit on the Saturday to do it. I
Did
actually
that person
remember that.
send you that big text?
Yeah, yeah.
How long did it take to write that text?
I don't know. But anyway, yes, I actually remember that cock up in the exams. Roisin, you're on 98 FM. Hi, Roisin.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Roisin.
Now, Roisin, you went back to do your leaving cert many years after most do.
Yeah.
Which was when?
I was 26, 12 years ago.
12 years ago, you went back to do your leaving cert. So did you do it in the first place, or were you repeating, or what?
No, I didn't do my leaving at all, so I went to do it when I was 26.
Right. Now, what made you decide to do it after not having done it first time round?
Because I didn't do it. I wanted
Oh, right.
to.
And it was something that you wanted to do, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I left the country when I was young, so I didn't get to do my leaving.
All right. Now, it is... you do grow up when you grow up, if you know what I mean. Because when you're doing your leaving at 16 or 17...
You're not mature enough,
Or
yeah.
18,
Yeah.
you couldn't give a damn about it. and you don't realise the significance of it. But if you've never done it, it kind of becomes one of those things that you think you kind of have to do. It's like a rite of passage almost.
It does, because in my junior cert I did absolutely crap.
Yeah.
And then when I was doing my leaving cert, I thought I was going to do crap as well. But no, I studied and wanted good marks. So I got them.
And how did you do?
I got 3 honours. I got 2 A's and a B.
Oh, wow.
Now, what were the 2 A's in?
German and geography.
Wow. Now,
Wow.
getting it, you got an F in German, didn't you, Jeremy?
9.
You got a 9.
I got a 9 in German. Yes, I did.
And the German was an honour paper.
Honours German and an A in Honours German. That's a great achievement because it's a very difficult language.
Yeah, I moved to Germany when I was younger, so I had to learn it.
Well then, now it's all making sense. Very good. Yeah, so an A in Honours German. And what was the other A?
Geography.
Oh, geography. That was hard as well.
Yeah, I was interested in it, so...
Yeah, no, it's funny actually. I didn't like it as a subject in school, but I've become interested in it after school and would probably do all right in it now. It's something.
Yeah, I was the exact same. I wasn't interested in it when I was going to school, and then when I was going to do my leave, and when I went back, I was like, well, geography is something that I was extremely good at, so I decided to do it.
Well, there's only one thing I can remember about geography, lads. Let's see if any of our listeners can name this, okay? This is the only thing I can remember for geography. I only did it for the junior cert. Name a type of cloud.
Cumulus.
I'll give you that one, yes. Well, give yourself a ding there.
Thanks very much. Yeah,
Roshan, you don't answer because obviously you got it right. Let's see if anybody else can name a type of cloud. It's one of those things that I remember from school.
Cloud 9.
Cloud 9.
No?
No.
Okay.
So cumulus. Does anybody know another type of cloud? Text or WhatsApp. 0877 98 98 98. What is that noise?
Oh, I have one.
Yeah.
A storage cloud.
No, it's not a storage.
You know,
cloud.
like where I put on my photographs.
No. If you wrote that in the leaving cert, you'd fail.
Oh,
no.
right, okay.
Okay, what are cumulus clouds, Adrian?
They're white.
They're like the cotton wool in the sky. They're like
They're the big fluffy ones. Yeah,
They're big fluffy cotton-like in appearance clouds, and they're called cumulus from the Latin cumulo. But can you name another cloud? Can anybody name another type of cloud? Anybody at all?
A fluffy cloud.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Stop. No, a type of cloud.
This is a podcast of 98FM's Dublin Talks. Remember, catch the show live Monday to Friday at 10 a.m.
98FM's Dublin Talks with Adrian Kennedy.
98FM.